There we go. Welcome to the Brown Spade Podcast Show. Once again, I have my co-host with me, Cleveland Akins, and today I have another guest with me today, Mr. Stanley. What's going on, brother?
Not much. How y'all doing?
All right, all right.
Doing good. Okay, but before we begin, we on different platforms. We on iTunes. We on Google Podcasts. Please press the like button, subscribe, and support the movement. We're not talking about negative things. We always try to keep it positive, and we're trying to just lift up our Black community. So if you support that, just press like. It costs you nothing. All right. So today's topic is what is wrong with living an average life?
All right.
Who want to start off on that?
I, I jump on. I jump on. Hey, average. Most people in the United States, yeah, in the world, average as far as how we live, as
Right.
far as how we, places that we work, the income that we make. Most people are average. But society, will push it to that being average is not good enough.
Right.
For most people that work a 9 to 5, they make pretty decent amount of money, 30, 40,000 dollars a year. Um, but a lot of times just 40,000 a year is and that's the average income, of a man, black man, I would say, in our community. Black man makes about $40,000 a year.
Right.
But that's in society, that's not good enough. It's like a person will look at you and say $40,000, and you can make a good life. You can pay your bills and provide for your family, depending on what city you in. And then the cost of living is going up more and more and more and more to show you that, hey, average ain't good enough. It's just not. And for me, I remember when my first job, I was making okay money, decent money, able to, buy me clothes and buy me, shoes and put gas in my car, whatever. And then I started dating,
Right.
and that changed because now, the average income that you're making, hey, it has to go up because now you have to pay for your car. You got to pay for your shoes. Now you got to pay to date. Bringing another person on your budget plan.
Relationships are very expensive.
Yeah, putting on the budget. And most men, we fine with just living an average life. Most men, it's just the fact of all the things that come with outside of just your average life, just you. Then it get expensive. But yeah, average just it ain't what it used to be. I mean, the average price on bread was 99 cents. The
I
average
mean,
price
yeah,
now is
I see what you're saying. You said because of inflation,
yeah,
um, things got a little more tight as far as finances.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because
Everything,
because even when we was growing up, I mean, hell, $30,000 was a those teachers that taught us, they were making like 30 grand a month. They wasn't making, that was a lot
yeah,
of money back
yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and now it's not. Yeah, that's not good enough, especially in the date market right now. As far as I've heard stories where guys talk about just how much money it costs to go to date nowadays.
yeah.
You know, and women would say they would date an average guy. They find with average guy, but in reality, they're not because it, they're gonna want to go out to eat. They're gonna want to, go to the nice clubs. They're gonna want to, you know, you to get them nice gifts and stuff like that. And not to say that you know that all women, you know, prefer this, but you know, the average, you know, a person make an average salary. He can't just do average things because that's not how society pushes us. It pushes us to, you know, get big cars, big houses, you know, get the bigger things. Yeah. But
Okay,
how,
brother Stanley, I'm gonna
yeah, how
chime
you
in.
feel about that, Stan?
I think I think average started to fade even back when I was in high school. You know, you had the fancy kids. If you wasn't wearing duck head, Guess, Tommy Hill figures,
How old are you, man? How old are you, Stan?
I'm 40. I'm
Okay,
40.
okay. You said
Yeah.
duck head, man. You back.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna take you back there. But you know, even then, you know, the kids that wore that looked at everybody else a certain type of way. And then, you know, you grow up, you move on further into manhood, and now you meeting people that carry this on. And it seems like in a lot of instances, females went over the top with it, you know. So now if you dating or whatever, they got to have a meal that costs a certain price. You know, you eat regular food at home. Why when we go out, you got to have all these fancy
Extravagant
food.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think as a whole, we just need to calm down on that because when you go home, you going back to the box macaroni cheese and the beanies and weenies, you know. So
But you know what though, man? I remember I remember when I was dating before I got remarried. And I was dating, and it's funny you said it because I was dating this girl, and you know, I would go to her house or whatever, you know, and you know, it was nothing for me to, you know, sometimes I might go over there and whip up a dish or whatever. And you know, but every time every time she wanted to go out, you know, I mean, she just ordering things that she wouldn't order herself. She wouldn't buy it herself. For one, she probably couldn't afford it. But I had no problem with it, you know what I'm saying? But I just sit back and observe the situation. I'm like, damn, like why she just can't just keep it normal? Like this because she wouldn't order that drink or she wouldn't order that particular food if it was on her dime, she wouldn't have done it.
right.
You know, look at that. I observed that, you know. So with that being said, I mean, I was very analytical, and let's just say she didn't make the cut. She didn't make the cut. But I think overall, man, in my opinion, I think that most men and women are average.
Yeah, most of us are.
I think that somewhere in our minds, both male and female, we try to make ourselves more than what we are. And I guess because of the society we live in, it's like we have put the measuring stick, a imaginary measuring stick, compared to really it started off with what Caucasians had because we didn't have, you know. So this has been going on for years, man. I want to say as early as probably slavery, if not Jim Crow. Definitely Jim Crow. Because when you thought you were free and you made some money, you know, you wanted to impress. So it was always in us to want to be better. Now, there's nothing wrong with being better than where you are, but you have to be honest with where you are in order to know where you're going. Versus, you know, now I just look at everybody as superficial. You know, when I see a lot of people, for example, when I'm at work, and I see guys, they come in, I know when I go into the parking lot, you know, I laugh, you know, I get a laugh out of it because, you know, I was driving my old Acura MDX 2001 and I'm proud of it, paid for. And I laugh because I'm like, I said, damn, I know he paying about 700. You know, I'm just adding it up in my head. It's joke. I know he paying about 500. I know he paying about 600. You know, it look like a car dealership outside. And so we wonder where this money goes over the years. So and you look at it over a span of a career, 30, 40 year, 35, 40 year career of working, you probably done went through you went through at least 10 cars. Now, if
Mhm.
you would have invested that money, you and your family would be in a better financial space right now. You know, now you're struggling. Now you're not making that money anymore because it comes to a point where you're gonna get old. We get older as we continue to live. We're gonna get older, and with that being said, you're not gonna be this high performer anymore. You're not gonna be able to pull in that same type of revenue. It slows down at some point.
And the thing is, you're not gonna need the same things you need. Well, I won't even say need. Your wants should change as you get
Well,
older. Your wants should change.
but the name of the game, Cleve, if you recognize this early, if you recognize this early, you will put yourself in a better position from a financial point of view. It took me a while to figure it out, but I figured that shit out real quick.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm not going out here and buy another car. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm gonna ride my car. I'm gonna ride my vehicle till the wheels fall off.
And it will cost you. It will cost you.
Yeah. So I laugh at them guys, and I'd be like, yeah, man. I said, man, I wish, I'd be joking with them, man. I wish I could afford that, like that right there. I just be joking with them, just be trying to see where they head at, man. But I find it hilarious.
I met a young lady, and just being friendly, she was trying to get a car. She needed another $200 to have all of her down payment. So I gave it to her. I wasn't expecting nothing. Well, she took me giving her that $200 to mean something else. So then she turns around and asks me if I buy her some Jordans. Like, you don't have Jordan money. I just helped you get your car. You worried about
you have the down payment for the car money.
Right.
Hey, look.
But she want a pair of J's.
She said
the mental capacity, man, of our people.
Hey, she need them Jordan to go with that car. Hey, she went from okay to average to I'm balling.
Right.
And it's funny because people will they will make it seem like they're more than what they have, more than what they than they really have.
Yeah,
and
like we say in the A, flexing.
Yeah, flexing.
Straight
Look,
flexing.
I realized that. I remember when I first got my I had an F-150. I bought it brand spanking new. I had that truck for 12 years, and people used to laugh at me. You still got that pickup truck? And I never forget. I had a conversation with a family member, and they was clowning me. Man, you supposed to be, you getting old up in age. You should you should ball out. You should get this.
Right.
And so I looked at him and I said, let me ask you a question. I said, I had this truck for almost 11, 12 years. I said, now, you had a Taurus. What happened to the Taurus? Oh, man, I don't got that no more. You had an Audi. What happened to the Audi? Oh, I don't got that no more. Now, I named about 5 or 6 cars.
Right. In a 12 years period.
In the 12, that he had.
That's correct.
I said, and I still got my exact truck. I said, now, who you think is foolish? Me and you. And then I said, so what you driving now? Oh man,
it's insane, man.
I said I still got my F-150, and it still rides.
We have to change the way we think, man.
Yeah.
We have to change the way we think.
Yeah. Because I know, I started getting to the point where anything I will purchase, whether it was a car, a truck, it has to make me money. Whether I'm hauling something with it, doing landscaping with it, something. I can't just purchase it just for it to sit in the garage and I'm working all the time. I mean, it makes no sense.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with living an average life. Because most of us are average. And then we can even jump on looks.
Right.
People don't even want to, they hate for somebody to say, oh, he's an average looking guy. Or she's an average dude.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
Like that's a bad thing. Most people are average. Most people are average. and most men, we realize that we are average. We realize it. Most of us do. Most of us realize that,
We're okay with it.
hey, yeah, we fine with it because society will tell you, hey, bro, you gotta get your money up. You all right looking dude, but you gotta get your money up.
But as men, we ain't, you know, men are not cute anyway. So what the hell we talking about?
We're not gonna trip about it. But
Right.
then you have
It's
some
nothing to trip
ladies.
Right.
You have some ladies that they can't take
Yeah.
the fact that you call them, you know, average. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of a lot of guys' ego,
Mhm.
they're gonna try to live up to that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, I've seen some of the craziest thing on just social media to where you can put
Yeah.
a person will put a picture up on social media. You know, hey, I mean, everybody likes what they like. And I have seen people just go over the top with, you know, with just compliment. And I'm like, okay, cool, fine.
I just think too that I just think that we're in a time now, man, where people are just everybody's searching and hunger for attention, man. It's like this social media thing is all about attention. Like,
It is.
Nobody's being realistic worth a damn. Like being real, it's like it's a thing of the it's not normal anymore. Being
No, it's
real,
not.
you the odd person.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it's crazy.
And to be, you know, just to show something as average as a man, a woman and his kids, or their kids, or your child, you know, just family. That's not average no more. Just
Right.
You know, some people, you know, on social media, you don't even know that they married. You don't even know they have kids because they show turn up all the time. They turned up all the time.
Right.
To show something as average, like, you know, me and my family, me and my kids. That no. Mm-mm.
And the crazy part about that is, man, if you go to these people, man, and if you can open up the mailbox and pop those bills open, hey, they struggling like a son of a gun, man. They struggling their ass off, man. Trying to make somebody look good. Just to stop trying to impress people that don't even like you or don't even know you. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know, material things.
Yeah, just be you. You know what I'm saying?
And I love the average lifestyle. Because you could do so much more outside of if you leave an average lifestyle, you can do so many other things.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, outside of, you know, the norm, what's your regular life, you know. If you live a, you know, just a comfortable life, you know, as far as, you know, pay your bills and, you know, go to work and everything, you can live a comfortable life. You can make $30,000 look like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Just based on how average you're willing to spend.
How you manage your money?
Yeah, and how manage your money.
Yeah,
you know, because you can live you can look average. Because most wealthy people look average.
You put me around some twos, though. You put me around some twos, I might not be too average around them. That screwdriver looking pretty nice over there.
But yeah, man, average is nothing wrong with being average, man. And I've talked to people just about you know, average thing, just average living, or, you know, why you have to, you know, get that, or why would you get that? Oh man, I gotta have it.
You got some people living in $2,000 apartment in Atlanta, like it's crazy. Like, I don't get it.
$2,000,
yeah, and struggling to pay that rent.
Yeah,
yes,
it's crazy.
Yes,
just to say they're in a certain area, just to say, you know, look at me, you know, look what all these amenities that come with it means nothing.
It don't.
I had a kid that I was mentoring, and he started driving trucks too. He probably been out here about 1.5 years. You know what I'm talking about, Cleve?
Yeah.
Well, you know, he done fell on hard times. So he called me and asked to borrow some money. But you've been out here in the truck for over a year and a half. You don't have no rent. You don't pay no mortgage. You don't pay no car note. Why you broke? Meanwhile,
because he balling.
He balling. He got 3 gold chains around his neck. He got all these females he like to talk about. He got these fancy shoes on. But you calling me, the average guy, asking for $10.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing, because people will look at you funny when you live an average life, and then when times get hard, you'll be the main one they call, because they know you stable.
Right.
And that's the thing. You got to look at it as a compliment. If a person that I know be balling out of control, I know they be balling, and they call me asking for a favor, I take it as a compliment, because they know I'm stable.
Yeah.
They know I'm stable. It doesn't mean I'm going to give it to them.
Right. I just take it as an opportunity to say no.
But I take it as a compliment, because they looking at you like, okay, I know I can ask him. I know he may have it, or I know, that he'll give it to me or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But no. Average. Nothing wrong with average.
Nah, not at all. Yeah. But the thing about it is, most people don't think they're average. They think because they have a decent job, they thinking that they are above average, or they thinking because they got a house, they think they're above average.
But not even that. You got the kids out here with these fancy cars, with these big old rims, but they pulling up at their mama house.
Oh, these millennials, man, look, they don't mind living with their parents at all. They don't care. That's
crazy.
They don't care.
Well. Yeah, we didn't have that option.
Yeah,
we didn't have that option. Mama said, "Look,
nah,
you a man now. You got to get out.
That was it.
You got to give out. You got to get out."
I didn't give mine. I didn't even give mine. I didn't even get she wasn't in position to do that, because I left early. I left early, Cleve. You know where I was. Yeah. So I left early, so I'm like, she didn't want me to go. That's how early I left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, man.
My friend of mine, you got these cats living in these ran down apartments, but they car looking like they from over the hill somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a house than a busted up car and work towards a nicer car.
Yeah.
But see, again, that goes with the mindset of, and you got some older people too that does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They have they equate cars as a part of riches.
Yeah.
It's
not even that.
It kills me when I see people take pictures beside a car just to try to show somebody, they got the Mercedes-Benz or a big. I've been like, dude. Listen,
and that thing lost.
It's your car until as long as you pay the car note, it's yours.
And then it lose value, lose about $10,000 value once it leave the lot anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And Brother Stanley, go ahead.
Say again.
You was about to say something, were you?
Oh no, I was going along with you.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Clay.
No, I was just saying that it lose value. Once it leaves the lot, it lose value.
It depreciates right away. But for some reason we have, we try to, when people see you pull up, they want to give you the impression that they have that plus on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's not the reality.
Mm-hmm.
And them jokers are probably on a quarter tank worth of gas.
Yes, I have seen
$15 in their pocket.
I've just the other day.
Buy a small burger with no fries.
Daniel, I'm at the Quick Trip the other day.
Yeah.
You'll pull up in the Maserati.
Yeah.
Let me get 10 on the Maserati. $10. I'm thinking like gas is
right.
He should have paid at the pump.
Like what?
Yeah, he should have paid at the pump. Hey, he got
overdraft. He got overdraft in the account. He got overdraft in the account.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, when he slapped it up there, let me get 10 on, and because I was parked right beside him,
That's
at
crazy.
the pump, and I look like in the Maserati.
Not in the Roddy.
In the
Yeah.
Maserati, let me get 10.
He wasn't going nowhere but around the
Hey.
corner.
Man, he was going up the
Hey.
street.
He
hoping
probably should. He should have whispered that shit. He should have been like, 10 on
I had a kid, man. It was on the. I remember this clear as day. It was on a Friday. This kid came in the neighborhood and he get out the car. He was driving a little Lincoln Navigator. Man, we finna go see these girls. We finna go see the girls, man. Where the girls at? I was like, oh, okay, man, y'all gonna do your thing. Well, that
Yeah.
Monday, it must have been about 11 o'clock in the morning. My doorbell ring. So I go answer the door. It's this same kid. Hey, Mr. Stanley, you think you can give me about $5 or $10 so I can get some gas money to go to work? I was like, well, where them girls that you was going to see Friday? They ain't got no gas money.
Nope.
I said, bro, I can't help you. Doc.
Yeah.
You can't go and blow all your money on what you want and expect me to cover what you need. I'm not gonna do that.
So they did.
Nah, it's crazy. Average. They don't.
Right.
They don't like just the average lifestyle.
And they don't want to accept the fact that they are average.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I mean, you've heard the whole thing with, I won't mention the podcast, but they had one.
Mr. KS.
Yeah.
Yes.
Average as best. They lost their mind over that. And the thing is, she agreed that she was average.
Well,
She agreed that she was average, but they said you should have not said you was average. You should have said that you was a 10.
Right.
You should have said you was a 10. But the dating market would have told her something different. So you have to be serious. You have to be real with yourself. You just have to. Men, we have to accept the fact that we know.
But the quicker she's not, because she's so out of touch, that's why she won't find anybody until she realizes, okay, let me accept who I am. Because the soon as we accept who we are, male or female, things get a lot easier for you at that point. But for some reason in our head, man, we get highly inflated off straight BS, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
But it's so many yes men out here now.
Woo!
Yes.
Many yes men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're reaching their pocket for anything.
And the thing is, so most men are average, and most of the men that she said she would not date an average guy. So she was basically downplaying most men.
Right.
And no one took heed to that. Was like, you know what? She's downplaying. You had guys who were average saying, yeah, girl, don't settle for that. But she's downplaying you.
Right.
You don't even realize it.
Yeah, but that's what you call selective hearing too. People hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, she's downplaying you.
Like you say, she pretty much squatted on the average man when she made that statement. But people overlooked that. They just looked at the part that he said she was average at best.
He said he agreed with her.
Right.
She said it.
Right.
She said it. Yeah. Right. And it went big and it plus they're not used to, a man, speaking light into a woman like that either.
Yeah, speaking straight up. And then that's the part
I love it.
They don't like when a man speak really how he truly feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want us to walk over eggshells, but that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Well,
somebody named Aunt B said, "What's up, fellas?" I guess whoever that is.
Yeah. That's my dog. Tell him I said what's up. Yeah. So average is nothing wrong with being average. I mean, most people are average. Most people make an average salary. And then I have had a conversation with some friends and even as far as black men make about 41, Caucasian men make about 51,000. So it's not really a big difference, as far as in the pay, but how our women look at us is totally different.
Right.
How our women look at us is totally different, because
that's when you're in the dating field. Yeah. But again, dating this era is also it's a lot of superficial crap going on,
It
man.
is, man. It is.
Yeah.
I'm married. You know,
Yeah.
Daniel's married and Stanley married, and
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard out here dating to being an average guy.
Yeah.
Because you got to think most men, you know, they get out of high school. You know, they're gonna if they go to college. You know, once they graduate, they're gonna make average, close to average money, like $20,000-$30,000 a year. You know, then once they graduate, a man won't really get to see, you know, good money until he's at least 35, maybe 30, 35,
Right.
you know. But at that time, you know, a person is not looking to wait that long. They want it right then and there. And they expect this man to be making good money at the time. But most men are not making 80, 70. I mean, that's what 8% of men who's making 15% of men who's making 80, 90,000. You know,
Well,
the average
yeah,
man
go
is
ahead.
making.
I mean,
No, I
yeah.
was gonna say
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening to you, brother.
no,
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say the average man is making about $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
And when
But they don't look at statistics. And I think when Mr. KS on YouTube, the YouTube phenomenon, when he as he continued to break it down, I think it's going to help. How much it's going to help, I don't know. Time will tell, but it definitely will help because people they're not sitting down thinking about how they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? You know, they just don't. You know, because again, like I said, I'm gonna say, I would go on the air and say, I'm gonna say at least 90% of us are average.
oh yeah.
90% of us on this earth are average.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, but because that 10% of people who and we talking about live average can afford to live an average life. That 10% is yeah. That's basically what a lot of women are chasing. That 10%.
That they dream about. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
that they dream.
I don't
Well,
know-
you
they're
know what
not-
I mean.
to be
What
honest
they
with you,
want.
P,
What they want. What
most
they
of
want.
most of those females, they're not even in those circles.
No. They're not in a circle, but that's what they want.
Yeah.
That's what they will want. You know,
I think our music culture kind of handicapped us in that area too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Definitely.
yes. Oh yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm the city that we live in. I've seen these young guys. I just shake my head because I see the cars that they drive and how they living. And I mean, not even living, just the cars that they run. Yes.
Everybody want to be a rapper.
Everybody's a rapper.
Right.
And everyone's a rapper.
They like endangered species right now. They get knocked off right now.
But look, but I told a friend of mine. I said, listen, I said, yeah, because they was like, man, all these folks is that's getting shot around here rappers. I said, yeah, and so is the dude sitting at the liquor store selling you a CD. He considered himself a rapper. I said, so that you know what I'm saying? That don't surprise me. Like everybody's a rapper. Yeah, everybody's a rapper.
Don't nobody want to get a fucking job. Ain't that something?
No, they
Fucking
don't.
amazing.
Or they
Amazing, man. I'm telling you.
and they don't want to live an average life.
Right.
That's an average life.
They want to go from these young guys want to go from free school straight to being a millionaire. Just because I can, you know, and the shit that I'm listening to is most of it is garbage. I'm sorry. It's garbage.
It's weak.
The so-called music, this shit is garbage. And then everybody sound the same.
Because you can put
little fucking voice. Like, what happened to originality? When we grew up, you know, people want to have their own style. People want to.
They did. They did.
I want to be different from the pack. I don't want to be like the group. I want to be my own individual. Now everybody want to sound like everybody. Everybody do the same. Everybody do the same exact thing. Everybody do the same. I mean, everybody damn near got the same hairdo. They do the same thing. I mean, it's crazy. They gonna spread their money, goddamn, like this across their arm, or they gonna hold it up to their ear. I mean, they do this. Everybody doing the same shit. They put all these little crazy. They went on this fake ass jury tricking these young boys, thinking
Costume jury.
Man, it's crazy. You can hear that shit. That shit sound like pots and pans when that shit be clinking against each other, man. It sound like I'm in the kitchen, man. I'll be like, man, you know what's going on?
Costume outfit.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
And it's well, that's another subject we're gonna touch on because that's definitely killing our youth. But man. But again, they don't want to be average. That's the point.
They don't.
They refuse.
Mm-hmm.
They when you think about it, it's almost like they rather die.
Yeah.
Than to be average because they want to be so big. They have this much education. They have no skill set, zero skill set. They've been bullshitting the whole time while they was in school. By the time they went to school, most of these cats ain't even finished school. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can listen to them even in an interview, man. They can't even have a decent fucking conversation. So, you know, it's crazy. But anyway, man.
It is, man.
They refuse to be average. They refuse to
be average. Yeah.
They want to go from zero
and the thing is they come from an average home. They have an average.
The low average.
Well, yeah, that too.
Listen, where they come from, they not even nobody in the house ain't even bringing in 40.
Yeah.
Think about that one, Clay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They ain't even bringing in 40. Them guys eating off the peach card, you know, vouchers. That's what they coming up through.
Let me say, I'm so average. My wife just get tired of my clothes and go buy me some more because I wear a pair of pants till they just disappear.
to the stitching come out.
That's right.
To the stitching come out.
That don't bother me.
Yeah, to the stitching come out. Yeah.
Man.
And I for the most part, I think I lived a pretty average life. I know once I got, you know, I definitely started living average once. You know, I got once I got my divorce and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, we was living
Boy, I definitely went to average life.
because we was in the end of living that type of life that we're talking about because we was trying to be above average and just trying to better ourselves and in our mind at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we was doing the right thing.
Yeah. But we still was living a basic average life, you know. Yeah, because no one, like, you pull up. I had the average house, you know.
I'm not gonna say that, Clay.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not gonna say that.
for my peers, I had an average house. For my peers, I did. Yeah.
No.
Yes, for my peers, I had an average house.
No.
You speaking for you or you speaking for me?
You know what, Clay? On this one, I'm speaking for both of us. I'm speaking for both of us. No, they was above it. They was some spacious homes that we had.
Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, you've at that time your home was probably the biggest home out of your whole family. I know my home was.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was making that money too. My trucking company and everything. So yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But anyway, just for
yeah.
But you just the average. I'm just saying I don't want to call that.
Plus, I wasn't making an average salary either.
Right.
I wasn't making an average salary. So yeah. So yeah, that's so. On that note, yes, no, I wasn't, because I wasn't making an average salary. But we speaking on people that that make an average salary.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But man. So yeah, average. There's nothing wrong with average, man. Most people are average, and and we get to the point where life will show you that you're average. Life will show you. It would definitely show you that you're average because all the things that you think that you can afford, you can't. You can't. And you start losing things. And it's funny because you could tell people that when income tax come around, oh
yeah.
man.
Oh, you
man.
know.
Yeah.
You know.
They're not average no more.
Yeah. I tell you one thing, they got food this year though.
Yeah.
They got food this year because they're not printing them chicks up as fast.
Mm-mm. Yeah, they not. And it gets to the point where you talk to people just about average life, average conversation or whatever, and when they feel like conversation is on the average level, they don't even want to have that conversation no more. And that's the craziest thing to me. I have talked to people, you know, I call you know, a old friend of mine. I'm just talking average, just how the kids, how this, that, and the third. And if I'm not talking about Beyonce or Jay-Z, just what's in the news or whatever,
right?
They ready to get off the phone with me, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, they don't want. Yeah, they don't want.
They don't want to have an average conversation.
Right.
They don't want to have an average conversation. They want to talk about money and what celebrities are doing.
Not your money, not their money. They want to talk about celebrity money.
Celebrity money.
Right.
Celebrity money.
Man, how he? Man, hold up. You talk about a billionaire. Why are you concerned about a billionaire transactions and what he do with his money? Come on, man.
And we'll argue you down.
Yeah.
We'll argue you down. I've had guys who argue me down about, who make the, I was in a barbershop one time and they was in there talking about, they was arguing who had the most money. I think it was Jay-Z and
Kanye.
Yeah. And they was in there arguing. And I'm thinking to myself, like,
who cares?
Bro, we
exactly.
We gotta go home to our average house, our average life, and y'all sitting here arguing about two men who don't even know who y'all are. I'm like,
right, just like that.
I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Y'all tell me who win that argument.
We're overly concerned about people who really don't know we exist.
Yeah,
you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And average jobs. I mean, average jobs will you can retire from average job. People.
Yeah.
And I'm not to say that these corporations are not average, but a lot of time people, get with these corporations, and because they with these corporations, they don't want to live an average life. And they seeing that managers and people, up in the company who got, who are making decent money. You a secretary, and this person is a CEO, and you gotta live. You want to live that lifestyle, but you're making average money.
Isn't it crazy though? Why is it that we always do the most? That's what kills me. We always
because the standard is what they tell us it is.
No, I mean, but we always got to do the most, man. I'm telling you. I just
remember what's put on TV in front of them, though.
Yeah.
What you see.
Yeah,
I want that.
And when you see like these people move, like a Buffett, Warren Buffett, he ain't walking around with no goddamn 3 and 4 chains hanging off his neck. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole fucking mentality just screwed, man.
You don't even know that he's
not trying to ride in a Lamborghini or Aston Martin and all this old crazy stuff. It's just ridiculous, man. So, but I just don't get it, man. We're falling for this trap and it just leave us broke. It's like, man, it looks good on the surface, but man, we're on a treadmill, man. We're going nowhere.
Running, standing still.
Running in place.
Yeah.
Running in place. Fast as hell, but ain't going nowhere. Look good now. Stride look good. Ain't going nowhere. Crazy.
Average.
Yeah. You look at Bezos, you look at them guys, man. Them guys got billions. Them guys not walking around, you know, with a fucking Versace robe on and you know, try to walk around with, you know,
They average. They look average. They
they look
look
super
average.
average.
They look average.
They look super average, and they look super comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean,
I,
but
w-
they're
I, I
not-
wouldn't want to draw that attention to myself. I
But-
just wouldn't.
Cleve, they so low key. I'm gonna tell you how low key they are. Those three guys that I mentioned, Bezos, Buffett, and what's the other one? The guy that owns Tesla.
It's who?
Tesla.
Oh yeah.
What's his damn name?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I know what you're talking about.
It'll come to me. But anyway, them guys can walk downtown in a crowd by themselves and won't anything.
Nobody and no one would notice.
Won't nobody even recognize them.
Mm-mm.
They can walk they can walk in downtown Atlanta and just blend in with the crowd right now. Won't nobody even know.
Mm-hmm.
Not that
You know.
Americanized Negro though.
Yeah, that American.
He gonna have an
You get that
entourage.
rapper, he got to have his entourage. He got to have his.
He gonna have rims. He
Yeah.
gonna be smelling like a pound of something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, listen.
a whole bunch of chemically induced marijuana.
Listen, man. I that kills me when I'm in the store or just somewhere and a dude walk past me and you
Dude.
could just smell like
What about on the expressway when
Yes,
they pop
driving.
That's
yes.
stupid.
So if I smell it, I know the police smell it.
It's crazy, but you know,
Just don't want to be average. Just gotta be seen. Gotta
Yeah.
be seen, man.
that's what I do. Like, man, did you drink?
Gotta
a couple
be
of-
seen.
It's crazy.
Gotta be seen. It's a guy when I go to the gym.
And it's killing us. It's killing us.
It's a guy when I go to the gym. And I'm not exaggerating. This dude look like Mr. T with all that jewelry on. We in the gym.
He come to the gym with jewelry on.
Yes. He come to the gym with jewelry on.
We do the most.
And I look at him and don't break a sweat because he's really not in there working out. He just wants you to see him. He got on a Gucci headband, which I don't even think Gucci make headbands that look like that, but he has one. I
We do
mean,
the most.
listen, don't really work out. Then he goes inside takes a shower and leaves out. And when I tell y'all he leave out, he look like he going to the club. He got on Gucci belt, jeans, Gucci shoes. I just be looking at him like
You're doing too much.
boy,
You're doing too much. It's crazy.
he don't even want to be average in the gym.
No. Elon Musk. That's his name. Elon Musk. Aunt B helped me.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Elon,
that's one of them.
guys walk in, man. They can walk in any city and blend in. The only I'm talking about the average city where just a bunch of people just walking up and down the street.
Yeah.
If they just continue going on like that, they'd be like, "Hey, he looked like Elon Musk. He looked like Jeff Bezos," and they would keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because them guys they don't want that attention because
Right.
they know the attention that you could draw, and they just want to be even though they make billions, they want to be able to walk this planet without being harassed, without being questioned. Just enjoy life.
but here's
A regular
here's
life.
the thing, though, Cleve. Here's the thing. They were like that before they had the money,
Mhm.
so it didn't.
and
money
it
didn't
never
change.
changed them.
It never
It
changed who
didn't
they
change
were.
them. It
know,
didn't.
It didn't change who they was. They never swayed away from who they were. They understand that money is a tool,
Mm-hmm.
and money it gets you from point A to. It's a vehicle. It gets you something that it's a trade off. That's all it
Mhm.
is.
It is
They
because you can't do nothing with it when you leave it.
No,
You can't do
can't
that
take it with.
No.
That's
No.
yeah.
And that's why so many of them donate so much of their money to charity. They
Yeah.
donate so much of their money to charity because they know that this will hurt this will hurt somebody. This money will hurt somebody.
Yeah.
This money
Yeah.
will hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, average, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm cool with average. Now I do love to, to live comfortable, but I'm cool with being average. I'm an average
Well,
looking guy.
my whole thing is if you live an average lifestyle, you will be comfortable.
Mhm.
That's to me, that is the recipe.
Yeah, it is.
That's the recipe. I don't have to have a castle. Now, don't get me. I mean, even if I had the money, I still wouldn't get the castle. It's just not who I am. What I need with 100 bedrooms for.
Yeah. And when you can only enjoy one room at a time.
And it's just me, my son, and my wife. What I'm gonna do with 100 bedrooms?
Yeah. People do it.
I don't need it.
And the thing is, you won't get a chance to enjoy it because you're gonna have to pay for that 100 bedrooms too. So you would never ever get a chance to enjoy that house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can only be in one room at a time. Hell, I mean, when I had my house, shoot, it was rooms I didn't go in there for months.
Right.
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 Because the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, that's basically, yeah.
And then let's keep it real for the ones by us average people that work every day. You barely in your own home. You spend most of your time on the job. How about that? How about that?
Working.
Okay, you work an average person working 8 hours a day, but you're not gonna leave. You're gonna be gone for at least 10 to 12 hours just to get to work, depending on where you at. So, and some people 14 hours. Some people got to ride an hour, 45 minutes. And let's not even talk about this Atlanta traffic. That's a whole nother animal too. So you're
gonna be in there for 2 hours.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you're gonna be in traffic almost 2 hours.
Oh, no doubt. And so it's crazy. So you're not even for the average person that's working 9 to 5, you barely enjoying your own house, because we spend most of our time on the job. No. Facts.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's dedicated to that damn job.
Yes.
It's crazy, but it's true.
It is true. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Average. Average. People
works for me.
But then when the weekend comes, shit, we're not gonna show that.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're gonna rob Peter to pay Paul. We're gonna spend our light bill money just to have a couple of drinks, just to say, hey, we out here, we living our best life. When in actuality, you living your broke life.
and most young folks are gonna go through this. Like they're gonna go through this phase. Most of y'all folks are gonna go through
old fools out here, Clay. You got some old fools.
But that's what I was gonna say, man. You got some folks that are older that are still going through these things, man. You still, credit still shot. In your 50s. I never understood that, but hey, everybody, everybody is not, financially conscious of how to live.
Right.
But best believe within those 20 to 30 years, you have had a chance to learn from your mistakes. Yeah. Believe me, if you live in America, you had to pay a bill.
Yeah.
You had to pay a bill.
I got one to
pay something.
Facts. That's true. But check this one. The average person in this country, whether they work minimum wage or better, have at least accumulated a total of $2 million.
Yeah.
Out of a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh yes. I know.
Think about that one.
I know.
So all of us,
I know I have
average of $2 million.
I know I have
You
some.
might didn't have it all
family
at one time, but in throughout the times you've been getting paid, you've had it.
Mhm.
You've had it.
And the thing is, if we could teach our kids at a young age
yeah,
just about finance and money, shoot, man, listen.
if they listen,
If they listen, say that again.
if they listen,
If they
'Cause right
listen,
now my side ain't listening.
That's what the belt for. I make mine listen.
No,
nah, he passed the belt.
my older son,
He
he's
passed the belt.
he
He
passed
passed
the
the
belt.
belt.
He got to
You
go out.
graduated the
And
sticks.
let life, yeah, he got to let life get him. He got to let life get him. He's like, you know what? My dad was telling me about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, he's not a bad kid. He just
Nah.
trying to get him ahead. Just trying to get him ahead. He don't get it yet.
And for the most part, you know, most part, our kids and you know our family members, they not crazy with the lifestyle of just living. Now I do have some, but most of them, even though they try to turn up, even though they try to turn up in front for the Facebook,
Yeah.
most of them are average, and hey, they go home and they have to accept it.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I love it. I love being average, man. I love it.
So fellas, we're gonna bring this thing to a close. And as always, we always have some words of wisdom to go out on. So with our special guest, Mr. Stanley, what you want to say in closing, brother?
Stop trying to live all these extravagant lives, trying to impress somebody else and live for yourself.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
What you got, brother Cleve?
Yeah. Just piggybacking off what Stanley said. I mean, average. Most people in America is average. You know.
In the world.
Yeah, in the world, I would say the world. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely the world. But
Yeah.
America is one of those places that, you know, that especially in our community, we don't think average is okay, and we look down on people that are average when you was raised average. So that's all you really know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying not to strive to be a better version of yourself, but you know, you got to understand that there's nothing wrong with being average because most people are. Yeah, most people are.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in closing and say you can't lie to yourself. You can lie to everybody else. You know, you can't lie to yourself. And what is it that you can't benefit from making up stuff? You can't benefit for pretending to be something that you're not. You're just a temporary actor. You're putting on, and then as soon as the lights go off and it's time to go home, you got to go back to that same old apartment.
That averageness.
Your bills, you don't even want to open up your mailbox because you don't even like paying your fucking bills. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, you have to do a self-examination. You know, that's what I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the people who are out here listening, again, please support the podcast, Brown Spade Podcast. On Instagram at brownspade_. Check me out, support me. Again, but if you're on Facebook, please like, subscribe, share with somebody. From time to time, you can listen to us. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on iTunes as well. Support us on these platforms. Again, we're just trying to talk about everyday subjects. We're everyday people talking about everyday subjects, and it's just a variety of subjects from day to day. Thank you guys for coming. Again, peace.